here in San Ramon, California. I'm getting ready for my IVF retrieval. Honey, we are praying for 2 good eggs.
I don't even know where that is.
Well, it's basically San Francisco. And you know what? You're lucky you don't have a uterus and you don't have to be getting your eggs retrieved. Tell you what.
No wonder why it looked different from where you are.
I know, and the Wi-Fi sucks. So I'm as confused. Is anybody else so confused? What do you think? Do you think Dorit was gaslit?
I don't see how this is trying to really hush her up. It just says like, I mean, I get it. I get it. But like, this isn't really like, don't say that or don't say this. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Morgan Wade is coming to Beverly Hills, everyone. She's coming. She's going to be on the damn show next season. Like, I think it's a real storyline. Don't you think? I really think so.
Okay, wait. One last question on this.
Yes.
I can't wait to talk Brandi with you. But
Brandi.
you have such a great PR mind. If you were Morgan, do you think this is good for Morgan's country music career to be on a reality TV show?
Yeah, I think, look, someone told me the other day, I have an interview coming up and someone who's friends with Kim Fields. This is going to be on my show, so I'm not revealing. You'll see who it is. And this person was like, look, Kim is so smart. She went on. She basically fucking hated it. I'm paraphrasing, but she basically fucking hated it. She knew what she was doing. And guess what? Those Instagram followers for Kim Fields went over 1 million. And Kim Fields is on TV now. She's an actual show, like as an actress. So Kim Fields with Atlanta, and everyone thinks she was a horrible housewife and blah, blah, blah. She knew just what she was doing. And look where it got her. Yeah, I see no downside to appearing on any of these shows if you can keep your sanity and you don't get involved and you don't go dark and you don't get involved in all the espionage off camera behind the scenes. I think that, yes, I think that, yeah, I think you can, there's no negative. Yep.
All right. Let's move on to Brandi Glanville.
And then we have to talk about Porsha for a few minutes.
Porsha's divorce. This is shocking.
Okay, but do you want to talk about Brandi first?
Yes, I have a bazillion thoughts. And the return of Bethany Frankel. Many of you sent me Bethany Frankel's take on
the whole thing, right? I sent it to you, dear. I sent it to you. So it's not just everyone else sending it to you.
Andy. So, okay, setting this.
Yes, with your bad Wi-Fi, Sarah. Yes.
You make so Brandi is now. Oh God, is it?
It's like when you move. I think.
Right?
Can you just be frozen and not move at all? I think when you move, it gets bad. But I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what the kids are saying. So what did they send you with Brandi? I mean, with Bethany.
Well, Bethany commented on Andy's this whole situation. Brandi Glanville is now suing Andy Cohen for sending her a video where he is
not suing, yeah, but threatening to sue-ish.
Okay, threatening to sue. So this is a move to probably get Brandi, like, because Brandi's being sued by Carolyn Manzo.
But she's not. That's the thing. It's like Carolyn Manzo is suing Sirens, Bravo, not Andy, and every other production company and people involved with the show. Yes, it involves Brandi, but Brandi is not being sued. So you can't really say this is retaliation by the definition of retaliation. Okay, I also just want to point out that when all this stuff went down between Brandi and Caroline, and Brandi's lawyer wrote a letter requesting, like, the footage and all of that, these were not the lawyers. She did not have Mark Garagos and Brian Friedman. I know that letter. When that letter was written, that said, we demand you turn over the stuff. That was not these lawyers. So how did she go from having her own lawyer to having Bethany's reality reckoning lawyers, one of which was, I think, I don't know. I bet
She
you.
called Bethenny, right? She called Bethenny, or Bethenny called her.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think, remember you asked me about, remember you asked me, about like, what was it you who said what's going on with the reality reckoning? And I said, oh, forget that. It's like over. Like,
Yes.
I think that Bethenny reached out to her. And I think just Bethenny just sat, sat around
And
and
you said,
planned all
wait,
this.
planned it, planned it. So Andy quickly apologized. What Brandi says that Andy sent her a video saying, I'm going to have sex with this housewife tonight. I'm going to be thinking about you. You should be watching us, or something like that. Now, Andy came out and made his statement and said, this is all, it was all in jest. She knows this was a joke. It was supposed to be funny. She knew it was funny. We were all joking around. That said, it was inappropriate, and I apologize. A very immediate statement. Great on his part. Get ahead of it. Don't let it fester. So good move on his part. Then Bethenny, and this is
Yes.
what everybody, and I have a theory. I have zero basis for this, but I do have a theory. Bethenny puts out a video and says, and Brandi versus Andy, and that Andy Cohen is like Matt Lauer, the kingmaker. What he says goes. If he wants someone gone, they're gone, and he gets to play all sides. And he's on-air talent, and that he's executive producer, and he's making decisions about who's cut and how much money they make. And then he has these cliques where he jokes about this person and that person. And then Bethany Frankel says to us, well, what do you guys think? Oh, and by the way, isn't it strange that J-Law and these other famous women that love these toxic anti-feminist shows support them? All right, I'm going to just say this.
Talk to me.
I actually don't think that Bethany wants Andy Cohen to go down on this issue.
Really?
No, I don't, because Bethany was one of those cliques. Like, she goes, well, Andy would talk to Bethany or talk to Jill about being Jewish. And then he had his ones that he would talk to about sex. To me, it's like, okay, well, what clique were you in? Because you two are so tight. My guess is you had a lot of conversations, like, as much as she knows where the bodies are buried, like, I bet he knows where her bodies are buried too. And the whole thing, like, all Bethany does is lecture us. And then you're telling me at the end of this video, Bethany was like, well, what do you guys think? It's like, and then what was the point of dragging in these famous women that watch these TV shows? That's like insulting Bethany's entire audience. It's like, oh, you guys watch all this trash, this anti-feminism thing. Well, first of all, not everybody watching Bravo is a feminist or cares, or guess what? Not every woman has to be a feminist. Like, I thought there was trepidation in that video that Bethany put out. What
Like,
did you
what do you mean? What do you mean trepidation?